So I've said a few times on my channel that, I think at least I have, that, COD World at War is my favorite World War II game of the series, and it's also one of my favorite COD games of all time. And, I've played it an ungodly amount of times. I've done a full campaign stream on my channel, which I really need to do again, considering that wasn't the best quality, and I just died so stupidly much. But, I feel like since I know the game so well, or at least I hope I do, that I could, tell what the gun sounds are just by the, or tell what all the guns are in the game by just using their sounds alone. So, my monitor is off. As you can see, my monitor is completely off, and it will stay off for the entire video. I don't have a second screen or anything like that. My laptop lid is closed. Actually, just for proof, my laptop lid is closed, and my monitor is off, so let's see how many of these we can get without getting one wrong. Let's go and get right on to this. .357 Magnum has that beefy frickin' gunshot sound. Also, fun fact about the 357, I think it's on the, it's either the Wii version or the PS2 Final Friends version. All the pistols in the game share the 357 sound, which makes no sense considering, especially for the Nambu, since I think it's so stupidly weak. But, just fun fact. Also, one of the rare pistols in the game, if I'm not mistaken. It's only in a couple levels that I remember. That is the Nambu. Yep. Nambu. And if there's like something that like just immediately tells me what the guns is, or like if there's one like giving away factor, I'm gonna say that as well. The Nambu, I don't get why it looks like it, but it looks like you flick the little slide bolt thing closed, even though you don't. That's that little snappy little sound you hear. Also, I'm sorry for going off on so many tangents. Technically speaking, the Nambu would be the weakest pistol in the game, I believe. Walther P38. I would have said Luger, but that I remember there isn't a Luger in the game. Without mods, of course, that is. There's not really anything that gives that away. I just kind of know that by, you know, playing the game so much. 1911. And the one the thing that gives that away is the very, very Black Ops 1-esque reload sound, especially that slide going forward. It just sounds like it's like scraping off metal off the gun itself. So yeah. Did they actually change the hold up? Did they actually change the 1911 sound effect for the reloading in Black Ops 1? Because it sounds extremely similar now that I'm thinking about it. Tokarev TT-33. It has a really odd sound effect when it shoots. I have never been able to describe it, but it sounds really, really odd when you fire it. Double barrel shotgun. There's 2 shots and you reload. I mean, what else is there that has 2 shots and you reload in the game? Oh, I really hope they don't have the sound off in this, because there's like no difference that I know of the sound on that thing. That's the trench gun. That is the trench gun right there. It has that really bassy boom after each shot you fire. Yep. Also one of my favorite guns in the game. MP40. Yep, MP40. Thompson. That was 100% the Thompson. I have always loved the sound effect of the Thompson firing in World War. It's my favorite sounding Thompson in the series, and I don't know why. PPSH-41. That fire rate, man. Jesus. Frickin' bullet hose. Type 100. Has a really tinny, metallic sounding fire on it. M1 Garand. Has a very, and of course the ping, but it has a very iconic fire sound for it. And of course that ping, which, yeah, no, I was going to say, I don't think it's there for the partial reload. It's only there for the empty reload. That is the M1 carbine. I have never been a fan of the way the M1 carbine sounds in World at War. It sounds really just too metallic for my taste. I don't know, not metallic, I don't know how you describe it, but it just does not sound right to me. That is the Gewehr 43. Again, very distinctive sounding firing gun from World War. Also, I believe the Gewehr has one of the longer reload times in the game. I could be wrong, but I think it does. SVT. A very unique firing. That's the one thing that you will come to notice on all these guns in World War. They all have very, very unique sounding gunshots. I don't think there is a gun that shares the exact same gun sound as another gun. The 1903 and the Kar 98K are close, but they're not exactly alike. Which I think is where I'm gonna get screwed up with that. That's the Mosin Nagant. Very snappy sounding, dry. It's a very dry, snappy sounding gun, if that makes any sense. Also my favorite gun of the game. I don't know why, but it is. Fun fact, World at War started my love for Mosin Nagants. Arasaka. As weird as this is going to sound, it sounds very airy. It sounds quite airy. I think this is the 1903. Yeah, it has a slightly longer bolt time than the Kar 98K does. Slightly longer bolt cycle time, that is, than the Kar 98K does, but not by a whole lot. Yep, Kar 98K right there. It has a faster bolt time than the Springfield does. Also, fun fact, the 1903 in Zombies, I don't know if it's the same for multiplayer and campaign, but at least in Zombies, the iron sights are misaligned a little bit to the left, so you have to aim a little bit off from where you're trying to shoot if you want to hit what you're trying to aim at. And it is the only gun in the game that I'm aware of that is a 2-shot on insta-kill. That's how weak it is. It's weaker than the frickin' starting pistol. But yeah, that's 100% the Kar 98K. Faster bolt time on it. Oh, actually, I just now thought about something. I think the only 2 guns in the game that have the same fire sound are the Panzerschreck and the Bazooka. Which I wonder if those are going to be on this list now that I think about it. That is the Sturmgewehr 44. The STG 44 has a very, very unique firing sound. It's also one of the only full auto guns that I can think of in the game besides LMGs. Bar. 100% that's the bar. It sounds like the frickin' robot and washing machine from Robot Chicken, if you guys know what I'm talking about. That's what it sounds like. Exactly what it sounds like. Oh, I know what this is. This is the Japanese LMG. I can't think of what it's called though. It's the Type 9 something. I think it's the Type 99 if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, but I think it's the Type 99. I know it's the Japanese LMG. I can't think of the name of it. There's like 3 different types in this game. And this is one of them. I know the SMG is the Type 100. I think the LMG is the Type 99. That's the FG42. Sounds like a rock and a meat grinder. And I also remember that thing having like some hardcore recoil for some reason. That is the DP27, I think. I forgot that was in the game. I'm pretty sure that's the DP27 because you only get that in one level, I think, as far as I know. And it might be only multiplayer exclusive because okay, so here's the thing about the DP27 World at War. You can use it in multiplayer, I think, but in campaign, it's not usable in the campaign. The only gun in the campaign that has that firing sound is the 1919 that's mounted on the T-34 in Ring of Steel. Or is it Ring of Steel? It's the level right after the tank level. That's the only level you get to even hear that firing sound in. So yeah, fun fact. That is the MG42. Very high fire rate, and that, to my knowledge, there's not an MG34 in the game, so that's 100% the MG42. And it should have that 50 round, the 125 round drum mag that shouldn't fit 120 rounds in it, but whatever. I'm pretty sure that's the 1919. I'm like 99% sure that's the 1919. Yep, that's 1919. The only reason I know that is because that's the only LMG in the game that I'm aware of that you, after you close the top cover, you hit the top part of it. That's the only gun I'm aware in the game that actually does that. 1919. And it has those really, I'm not, the sights that I'm personally not a fan of, those really weird distance sights that I kind of dislike, like really bad. PTRS. That's the PTRS 1000%. Very, very bassy gunshot to it. Also, if I'm not mistaken, that's one of the hardest hitting guns, if not the hardest hitting gun in the game, not including rocket launchers. I mean, I would hope so, considering it's an AT gun. I want to say bazooka. I want to say bazooka, and I hope I'm right. A bayonet, maybe? A Panzerschreck? Did they do melee at first? I just want to hear meleeing, but I think the first one was the bazooka. That's the flamethrower. That's the flamethrower. And that should be it, right? Yep, that's it. Okay, we've already done this. Let me turn my monitor back on. Let's see how many I got. I want to see if I got the stuff at the end of it right. There's TNT. Since when was there TNT in the game? That's the only time I actually know there being any TNT in the game. What? Alright, well, I think that's going to go ahead and just about do it for this video, guys. If you enjoyed it and want to see more in the future, then remember to remember to leave a like and comment. Maybe consider dropping a subscription to the channel. And until next one, guys, I will see you later. Firebrand out.